Hello Maria. You have been working at VTT for 5 weeks now as a visiting researcher, and you are working on your doctoral thesis in a project called Mobile Flip. So can you tell me a little bit about that project?
Yeah, Mobile Flip wants to develop some mobile conversion technologies in order to treat underexploited agricultural and forest biomasses and convert them into energy, chemicals and materials. So in this framework, some conversion technologies are studied, such as torrefaction, which I am studying in my PhD, and torrefaction can convert biomass into a solid that can be used in combustion, or we are also studying other applications like soil amendment, for example. So at the end of the project, we will have some mobile conversion units like the mobile torrefaction unit for biomass conversion.
Okay, sounds very interesting.
Thanks.
So tell me how you ended up working at VTT and in this project.
Yeah, in my opinion, the application of the Mobile Flip project at a local scale can play a key role in the solution needed for some rural areas in Europe. So I live in the countryside in the north of Spain, in Galicia, in a small village called Chandrexa de Queixa, and since I was a child, I saw people living from this area and moving into the cities. So at the same time, the mountains, the fields and the forests were progressively abandoned, and the farming and the agricultural activities were disappearing, and this is still the case today. So this is not the population movement is not the only problem that we have in these areas. We have also a very important problem with fires in the summertime. And the two problems are very related, because when the mountains were abandoned, some kind of invasive plants as shrubs have grown in these areas, and these plants can be easily burned in the warm weather. So all people in our village say that when the mountains were used for farming and when the fields were used for cultivate cereals, for example, there were no invasive plants. The mountains were accessible, and also we didn't have fires at any point. So I was thinking about this, and I decided to do this PhD because exactly of the motivation of the Mobile Flip projects. I think that these mobile units for biomass conversion can be integrated in the solution that is needed for the rural areas, with promoting agricultural and farming activities again, and giving again the accessibility to the mountains and the forest.
Yes, so it sounds like you're doing a very important job here.
Thanks.
So you're now leaving VTT and going back to France. What kind of an experience working at VTT was for you?
Well, I would say it was one of the best experiences in my professional life, even if it was short, 5 weeks. But it was really amazing to work here in VTT. I think VTT facilities are very powerful, and people is very invested and helpful. So we could discuss about experimental things. I could compare fractionated pyrolysis with my biomass torrefaction. This was very interesting in the experimental side. But at the same time, as VTT is the coordinator of the Mobile Flip project, it was really amazing to discuss with them about this impact that Mobile Flip can have at local scale.
Okay, that's great to hear.
Thanks.
So, thank you for the interview, and it was great having you here.
Thank you, the pleasure is for me also.